Dear Patriots, before the news starts, please subscribe to our patriotic channel by clicking the subscribe button. Give us a thumbs up to this video. Don't forget to leave your opinion below in the comments section. Share the news on Facebook and Twitter so you friends see it. Thank you.
IT's over Nancy Pelosi just teamed up with Trump to do unthinkable to Antifa. The world must be turning upside down right now. It's crazy enough that we are in the nuclear standoff with North Korea and are dealing with the worst hurricane in U.S. history. None of those things can begin to compare to the unconscionable, unbelievable, and unimaginable thing that Nancy Pelosi just agreed with Trump on. Nancy Pelosi agreed with President Trump that Antifa is causing the violence in our country. It's crazy, right? Minority Leader Pelosi is actually siding with the president for once. Pelosi's official statement on the matter, which was very politically written, read: "Our democracy has no room for inciting violence or endangering the public, no matter the ideology of those who commit such acts. The violent actions of people calling themselves Antifa in Berkeley this weekend deserve unequivocal condemnation, and the perpetrators should be arrested and prosecuted." It's a powerful statement but leaves one very big question: why did it take her so long to condemn a clearly violent organization operating in her own backyard? And it's not just Pelosi who is turning on her own alt-left base, either. The mayor of Berkeley, who used to defend the alt-left sections, went as far as to declare Antifa a criminal gang. In this case, a win is a win and we should take it. Our first goal should be to take down the violent fascists known as Antifa, and if the Dems want to help, I say we let them. Now let's hold Pelosi 100% accountable for her words by sharing them everywhere and let them know we will not tolerate Antifa, the KKK, the Black Panthers, the neo-Nazis, or any other hate group in our country. Can I get an amen? Kill shot after North Korea fired missile, Trump just unleashed America's secret weapon. President Trump knows that the only way to deal with North Korea at this point is to show them we are not gonna be threatened and bullied by them just because they got nukes. Y'all can be he was right pissed when Kim Jong-un launched his missiles over Japan while threatening our country. That's why Trump just stripped off the kitty gloves and unleashed the most dangerous weapon ever created by man. Trump dropped the most powerful nuke ever made, the B-61-12 gravity bomb, over the desert. An F-15E from Nellis Air Force Base dropped the disarmed nuclear warhead over the Nevada desert as a final test to make sure it is combat ready. The thing that makes this particular nuke so dangerous is that its yield can be adjusted between the equivalent of 50,000 tons and 300 tons of TNT, and it can strike with surgical precision. This is a clear message to that madman over in North Korea. He may have 60 nukes, but we have thousands that could evaporate his crazy ass from the history books. Look, Kim Jong-un thought he could intimidate us while we are busy cleaning up the hurricane mess. He is a monster. So, let's make sure this message gets to all by sharing this everywhere. Kim will not intimidate our country. While everyone was attacking Melania's shoes, nobody noticed the unbelievable thing her hat said. Yesterday the media and the alt-left decided to make some very mean jokes about Melania Trump just because she wore heels when her and President Trump went to visit Texas yesterday. Well, boo-hoo, snowflakes. What y'all should have been focusing on is her hat, which sets all those haters straight once and for all. Her hat said FLOTUS because she is the First Lady of the US, whether you like her shoes or not. Let's be honest, though. Melania could offer those libs free college and unlimited welfare and they would still hate her because she is a Republican. It's sad. Remember back when Obama chose not to visit the flood victims in Louisiana back in 2016? I guess he didn't want to get his Italian leather shoes wet. Well, the current president and First Lady went to Louisiana then and they are on the ground, doing the work again this time. The truth of the matter is that the left is going after Melania for her shoes because they have nothing else left. Our president is showing great leadership during this flood, so petty insults are the only ammo these losers have. Come on, y'all. Let's show them all the real Melania and Donald Trump by sharing this everywhere and comment respect the first family. Just now Trump went on stage in Missouri and announced how much he's cutting our taxes. President Trump went to Missouri today to build on a key message. He called it the biggest tax cut in the history of our country. He is going to make it easier for the middle class. Look what Trump said about Congress. According to ABC News, the last official paper from the White House was a one-page outline released by Treasury Secretary Steve Mnuchin and Gary Cohn from April. The Mnuchin-Cohn proposal includes the following. He wants to do the following. Reducing the 7 current tax brackets to 3. Lowering taxes on business. Eliminating tax breaks that mainly benefit wealthy individuals. And encouraging the repatriation of overseas profits. Everybody has an agreement we are going to move this as fast as we can, Mnuchin said on April 27. According to the New York Times, Mnuchin-Cohn has proposed a 15% to a 25% corporate tax so far. He has proposed a 35% income tax ceiling as well. Share this everywhere if you want Trump to lower taxes for Americans. It's time to cut all our taxes and make this country great again. Imran Awan just leaked a massive scandal that Democrats didn't want getting out. Imran Awan was suspected of stealing equipment and sensitive information from Congress. The ex-IT staffer Imran Awan still has access to a House email account. The worst part is that it is connected to a current intelligence staffer. Debbie Wasserman Schultz has some more questions to answer. Nathan Bennett LinkedIn. Let me repeat, Imran Awan has access to an email address tied to a current intelligence staffer. The staffer works for Indiana Democratic Representative Andre Carson. Court documents now show that Awan used the email address 123@mail.house.gov and his standard imran.awan@mail.house.gov, according to the Daily Caller. Authorities didn't know that Awan had a second account linked to his identity. His main email address began rejecting mail after it was shut down. His other 123@mail.house.gov is still accepting mail as of yesterday. According to the Daily Caller, when emailing the above email address it fills in with Nathan Bennett. According to Mr. Bennett's LinkedIn profile, he works on the House Permanent Select Committee on Intelligence. He works on National Security and Foreign Affairs. He works for Carson, a member of the House Intelligence and House Homeland Security Committees. Carson employed Awan in the past. The Awan scandal is the most damaging scandal of all time. That's why the Democrats and the media are so complicit and cover this up. According to Jordan Sekolo of the American Center for Law and Justice, the Awan brothers' case is becoming more damning. Share this if you think that it's time to finish up this case. Let's lock up the traitorous Democrats that have let our country rot from the inside. Thank God. GOP representative just handed Trump the most incredible gift that will finally end Russia investigation. Republican California Representative Dana Rohrabacher just made President Trump a very happy man. With an unprecedented display of dedication and determination, Rohrabacher traveled the world to find the real truth behind the never-ending Russia allegations. It turns out the evidence America has been waiting for was sitting in the Ecuadorian embassy in London with WikiLeaks founder Julian Assange. When Rohrabacher finally returned home, he immediately told the Daily Caller that Assange promised him information that would reveal who was actually behind the DNC hack. Rohrabacher continued with an assurance that he safeguard the evidence and bring it directly to Trump. It is my understanding from other parties who are trying to arrange a rendezvous with myself and the president, it is being arranged for me to give him the first-hand information from Assange, Rohrabacher told CNN. President Trump expressed a similar excitement and said the United States is being given information that will be of dramatic importance. But more importantly, our commander-in-chief will finally have room to breathe and do his job. These allegations have been laughable since day one, and President Trump has handled them as such, but it still doesn't help our country move forward and grow if our leaders are constantly defending their word and character. As an American citizen, I want to applaud these brave men for finding the truth. And if you're proud of this amazing moment, share this with the world now. Sources: dailycaller.com. No more nice Trump. Trump just released what Obama and Clinton did to help North Korea. President Trump claimed today that the U.S. has been paying extortion money to North Korea for the past 25 years via the Hill. Obama and Bill Clinton and George W. Bush are all complicit in this massive failure. The U.S. has been talking to North Korea, and paying them extortion money, for 25 years, Trump tweeted. Talking is not the answer. Trump's tweet comes right after the Pentagon confirmed that North Korea fired a missile that flew over Japan's airspace. The missile flew over Japanese airspace. The missile launch was a definite signal to the Trump administration that North Korea will not back down. Trump is not going to back down against North Korea and further warned that threats would be met with fire and fury. North Korea in response threatened to launch a missile into Guam earlier in the month. According to North Korea media, its most recent missile launch over Japan is a prelude to a military strike at Guam. Trump is right. Our previous presidents have been paying extortion money to the North Korean government. This needs to stop. Share this everywhere if you stand with Trump against the bullies in North Korea. We will not back down ever.